This is a Polysoft Studio drive. It took me a while to get this. I don't know what happened, but it is a upgrade versus the almost $3,000 that an 8 tera upgrade is for the Mac Studio. I have, of course, over here zoom this out, a M2 Mac Studio. Ooh, this is dense. And it has a 4 tera drive in it right now. And I'm going to go with a upgrade for it. And this consists of, this is how it came. It actually was kind of nice. It came with this iFixit kit here as well. Zoom in here. Came with this and the little spudger tool thing. So I've already done a backup of this computer. This will completely wipe everything. So this is what it comes as, and you can see it's 0 and 1 there. And pop these open right now. Also includes there's an extra screw there as well. These are different slightly, but I think they're almost the same. It's I don't know the actual difference, but Lord knows there's a reason for it, especially with anything that Apple does. So let's get this out of here. Okay. Come on. That did not want to come out of there. Okay, so perhaps not the most professionally labeled thing, but it gets the job done. And this is, it looks like it's got 4 of these SSDs on it. It's definitely got some upgraded filtering, as you can see here for caps. I can use my pointer tool that it came with. It's definitely a good thing. And again, this is just the flash itself. There's no controller on here. That's all built into the actual M2 system on a chip processor that's in use. So that's 0. 1 is substantially similar. I'm going to leave these in here until I get the thing disassembled. And the first thing I'm going to look at here is how to disassemble it. And it's got a pretty good overview of it. I guess the first thing, you got to get this bottom cover off. Get the nylon tool in there to unstick it, it looks like. And once you have that done, you set it aside, take the nuts out, and go from there. There's a little bit more. So the PSU is this big thing underneath here. That's going to be the probably biggest pain in the butt, it looks like. And then once you get all that expanded, you can take that off, more off, and then finally you can get in there. It's a typical Mac. Let me get going on that, and I'll just keep this running here while I'm doing it. Okay, turn the Mac upside down, force the nylon probe under the black plastic screw cover. It looks like right here. Really does not want to go under there. There we go. Okay, wow. It took a while to get under there. Okay. Moving around the nylon tool, unstrike the circular thing. So let's make certain I'm... Okay, so in this case here, this is the black plastic cover. The sticky stuff stayed on here. Got my little parts bin here. Okay, now that that's off, get that off. Remove the 4 screws, which are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to be a Torx 10. This may not be the best way to look at this, actually. So that's how we got that. Okay. Remove the bottom cover by lifting up using the nylon probe. It shows going in that slot right there with it. So, okay. Okay, wow, look at that, comes right off. Pretty neat. I'm gonna try not to get anything on where that stickiness is. Okay. That's a little bit of dust in here. Next part is remove the bus bar screw cover by lifting off using the nylon probe tool. Remove the 2 T10s right there. And use a T10 plus footprint. Okay, whatever. And then there are 4 power supply screws. Okay. We can do that. Okay. That's the one that holds the PSU in. Okay. Lift the power supply with only a few centimeters. Please lift by starting the back of the power supply. Too much. Pinch the clip on the AC cable and remove it from the connector. Okay. So let me flip this around here. Okay, so that's what they're talking about there. And that should just pinch. Oh, pinch. Okay, and do that. Fully lift up the power supply, pinch the data signal cable clip in the front. There's one right there. Okay. And there is the PSU. Get a little dust off there. Okay, so this is the back now, and looks like for frame removal, I need to turn it this way. Okay, so frame removal. Take the T6 and remove the 7 screws, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, it's not saying that one there. That's a separate short 1/8 screw, which is above the main socket, because, yeah, okay, so these are T6. And now number 8, which is apparently going to be special and shorter, so I will have to segregate that. It is indeed shorter. Okay, that guy's special, so he'll sit there. Okay, now, so I have all those done. We can lift up the frame. Okay, so lift up the frame and remove the frame, it looks like. It's a hell of a piece of hardware right there. you will see I have 1 and 2. Let's see. Remove the old SSD cover using the nylon probe tool. Oh, I hate having to put this much. Okay, I see. Okay, so that's how it goes. Then it's a T8 bit. And there'll be another T8 over there, it looks like. I gotta do the same thing, because this just lifts forward. I got an M1 Ultra, so this is going to be 0, and this is going to be 1. Like 0, it's M2 Ultra. So this is going to be 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay, so for 0, 0, I am going to put a red dot on it. So we know that one is there. Make it a little bit clearer. Okay, so let's take these out. I do not like having to pry this hard on things. Okay, that's 0, 0 original. So it doesn't say anything about reattaching this, but I don't know. It probably doesn't matter, but I'm going to leave it in there anyways because why not? Okay. So I'm going to grab 0, 0 because that is 0, 0. And I'm going to go ahead and slot 0, 0 in here. Okay. Nice and snug. I did not need the extra screw because this is a 4 gig model, 4 tera model, excuse me. They don't lift up, they slide straight out. Okay, so that's 0, 1. Let's compare 0, 1 to 0, 1, why not? Okay, so that's 0, 1, looks almost identical. Looks a little bit different here. This is the OEM one, as you can see. This is the Polysoft one. Put the old ones back in the case. Okay, now, reinstall the frame. Is this how it goes? I think this is how it goes. Looks like it. There we go. That guy's the short one. So in doing something like this, I always try to put in 2 at the edge first and not twist them all, tighten them all. I mean, this is put together pretty well, so probably don't need to worry about it, but it doesn't hurt. Okay. This is a hell of a casting they had a machine on this. It said to remove the temporary stickers from the modules at this point, but they're already covered up. So what the hell? I can't get to that one very well. I can probably get to this one. But that's Yeah, that's covered up there. I mean, I might be able to get to it a little bit. Still didn't say to actually reinstall this stuff, so. That. So yeah, this black thing here never was told to be reinstalled, but let's see if I can zoom in a little better here. Okay, was able to do that. Probably should have told us that before we put this thing back on. Oh, go like that, rotate down, and then this connector. Yeah, you can see that there, how it's all put together and clicked in. Okay. And this should all just drop into place. Okay, cool. You know, I really wish they would give, it just says, please tighten them firmly, otherwise the Mac Studio will not fully power on. I get that, but I would, you know, if you could give me something in inch pounds or whatever they use in, you know, those international countries. Newton meters? Newton inches? Yes, Newton inches. That's what we need. Okay. That feels like an exceedingly large amount of torque. Placed back on. Okay, and these are T10 as well, and they don't matter. Which side is which? I think this is the side that faces out. Next part will be software installation, but that should be ready. Okay, I got the Mac all hooked up here. I'm going to try to get it into DFU mode, which you have to do by disconnecting the power and then hitting the power button and turning it on. So press and hold the power button and then connect the AC mains cable. And you have to be on HDMI for this to work also. So good news is the Mac is blinking SOS. And it shows up in DFU mode. Okay, so it should be a matter of restoring it from now. So it sees it in DFU mode. Okay. It said something about a software update being needed, but I clicked OK and it seemed to work. The device has changed to flashing SOS. So I got everything back together here, and it is working. It took a while just because unfortunately you have to do a complete restore on it, and that meant that the home directory had to be restored, and Time Machine is not that good. There's just some systemic problems with it. But on the plus side, for my external NVMe, Time Machine was it's single threaded. It was maxing out its CPU. So, but still, I was able to get about right around 1.2 gigabytes a second off of the external array, which is pretty darn good. It'll do upwards of about 3 gig a second because it's a PCI 3.0. So this is the original 4 tera drive. I pulled these out. I'm going to list them on eBay, and I did some performance testing after as well with the 8 tera Polysoft drive. Actually getting 7,128 megabytes a second read, 6,600 write. What's interesting is this is on a encrypted partition. So I said, okay, maybe the crypto is slowing it down or something like that. And even though Macs do have a dedicated crypto partition or chip to do that, so I made an unencrypted one and did testing. You'll actually see the speed that it's able to throughput here is actually less than the encrypted partition. So it would appear that the crypto, and this is back to the encrypted one, isn't really a limiting factor. I don't know what else to make about that.